In the upcoming storyline, the truth that has been whispering through Salem for weeks finally explodes, and it all circles back to one name that nobody saw coming: Arnold Feniger. For a long time, the disappearances of the Dimera brothers created a cloud of fear, suspicion, and confusion. EJ and Stefan's sudden vanishing pulled the entire family into panic because nothing added up. There was no ransom note, no threats, no contact. It was the kind of disappearance that screamed personal, calculated, and deeply motivated. Now the curtain lifts, and the shock hits harder than anyone imagined. Arnold Feniger was the one who planned and executed the kidnapping from the very beginning. The unraveling begins when Chad pushes deeper into the inconsistencies surrounding the security footage and the silent gaps in the timeline. What initially looked like a random break in the system is discovered to be a deliberate bypass from someone who knew how to stay in the shadows. Slowly, the invisible fingerprints start to take shape, pointing in the direction of a man with no recent ties to the Dimeras, which is what makes the reveal so explosive. Arnold had been quietly moving through the cracks of Salem, pretending to be insignificant, overlooked, harmless. But beneath that disguise, he was building a plan specifically targeting EJ and Stefan. The motive becomes clearer as more layers peel back. This wasn't about money or revenge in the traditional sense. Arnold had been manipulated, misled, and influenced by someone much higher up the chain. He believed he was correcting an injustice that the Dimeras had caused years ago. Old grudges, buried crimes, and forgotten betrayals resurface, showing that Arnold never acted alone but was convinced he was carrying out justice. When investigators finally corner him, Arnold collapses under the pressure and admits that he orchestrated the kidnapping with precision. He reveals details only the true perpetrator could know, describing how he tracked the brothers, intercepted them, and moved them without leaving behind a trace. His confession shocks the family because Arnold had been a ghost in their world, someone they never expected to rise up and strike so hard. The emotional aftershocks ripple through the Dimera family. EJ, once freed, is furious that someone so insignificant managed to outmaneuver him. Stefan is shaken because this wasn't an attack from a rival family or a corporate enemy but from someone who had studied them quietly, choosing the perfect moment to strike. Chad spirals between anger and guilt, blaming himself for not catching the signs sooner. Even Kristen is stunned speechless, which is not something Salem sees often. The entire Dimera legacy is threatened because Arnold's actions prove that the family isn't as untouchable as they believed. As Arnold continues confessing, another twist emerges: he never intended to kill the brothers. His instructions were to keep them isolated, weakened, and unreachable. Someone else wanted them out of the way long enough for a larger plan to unfold in Salem. Arnold was simply the instrument. Now the big question burns: who gave Arnold the orders? Who is the mastermind hiding in the background while Arnold takes the fall in the spotlight? That mystery sets the stage for the next major storyline. The kidnapping reveal becomes only the first explosion. The Dimeras realize they are standing on the edge of something bigger, darker, and more dangerous. Arnold Feniger's confession opens the door, but it also warns them of the storm still coming.